All right, greeting everyone. I'm going to use the opportunity. Welcome back to the channel. Use the opportunity to blend some line, touching circle or circle touching other circle, right? Circle touching circle, a line touching circle. Can be an R, can be a circle. There are some basic rules that we have to take in consideration before we execute any practical and technical drawing. All right. Rule number one. You see some picture display here. The resolution on the screen probably might have a little quality to the picture, but the drawing is look so far it look good. All right. Rule number one. Right here now. If we're going to draw a circle, right, that we have here, touching one line and touching other circle, but the circle that you want to touch, right, is covering the circle that you're going to draw, all right? In other words, if the circle that you want to draw is inside or touching inside the circle that is already given, you need to, first thing, you need to know what is the radius of the circle that you're going to create. When you know the radius for the circle that you want, all right, the first thing that you have to do is draw on a horizontal line, this one, line DE, the line DE, parallel to the line given. For instance, they give you a line A, B, and I want a circle to be touching this arc AC. In order to get a circle touching this line AB and the arc or the circle AC, we need to reproduce this line AB at the radius of the circle that we want to create. If the radius of the circle we want to create is a 15, right? If the radius of the circle that we want to create is a 15, we need to draw this line, DE, distance 15. Distance 15. When we draw this line, distance 15, you just mark a 15 millimeter from this line to here, but just open the compass at 15 millimeter and stand any point around here over the line and create this arc. Start with the compass also somewhere around here and draw this other arc. With the rule, join the top of the arc with the other top of the arc. Now we have created the first parallel line respect to the line AB. Now we need to know in this line DE that we just draw, where is the center for the circle that we want? Where is the center for the circle? We're gonna call in center O. All right, you need to know what is the radius of the circle or the radius of the arc that is given on the drawing. If the radius of these arc is 45, if the radius of this arc or circle is 45, all right, drew from the point given here, you need to know where is the point that you create this arc, right? from the point given here, radio 45, you're going to subtract at 45 the radio or the big circle. You're going to subtract the radio of the circle that you want. The radio circle you want is a 15. You say here, you say 45, that is the radio of this one, minus 15 is equal 30. Then you open the compass at 30 from the same point that you create the first big circle. From the same point, you want to open the compass at 30 and you're going to intersect this line here. Gonna draw this line. These are intersecting this horizontal line. At this particular point, remember you subtract the radio, the big one, minus the radio that you want for the circle or for the arc that you want to put here. Might be a circle, might be an arc, no problem. Right. The radio, the arc you want is a 15, and the radio, the arc that you have already is 45. You say 45 minus 15, you get a 30. From the same point, you draw the big circle, you put the compass in there, radio 30, and you draw this. When you get that one, you just put the compass here, at the radio you have, radio 15, that is a radio for the big circle, radio 15, and you're going to be able to draw an arc touching this circle and touching this line. This is for this first example. The guideline for this. As a quickly demonstration, I sketch as usual. Remember, the intention of this class is just drawing a sketch for you to understand properly this. All right. Say, for instance, that we have this circle. By sketch, we go through here. You have this circle, right? And for instance, you have this line. You have this line here, right? You have this line. And you want to draw, you want to create, right? You want to create an arc. You want to create the arc touching this line and touching this other line here. This is the point that we drew this big circle. And imagine the radius for this is 45. The radius for this is 45, right? And the radius I want to create here is a 15. The first thing we do, we reproduce this line at the radius that you want. The radius that we want is 15, right? Radius 15 is the radius we want to place. We want to place a circle here, radius 15, touching this and touching this line. All right, when this thing happens, we reproduce this line. All right, the recommended is open the compass at 15 and the required radius and stand any point over this line and make the compass to create an arc like this. Any other point around here or around here anywhere, and make a compass to create another arc like this. Then with a ruler, right? With a ruler, you draw a line from this point to this point, right? You draw a line from this point to this other point, and you now have a 45 millimeter from here to here. 15 millimeter from here to here. Now, to know where the compass is going to be over this line, only thing you have to do, the radius that you have for the big one, you subtract the radius that you want. The radius that you have is 45 minus the radius that you want, 15. 45 minus 15 is equal to 30. When you have 30, open the compass at 30, right? Let the compass stand same point that you drew the big circle, and the compass will intersect this line here. All right, gonna create this point for you. When it compass create this point, open the compass at the radius for the circle you want to create, that is a 15. Let the compass stand, right? Let the compass stand in this point here, and you will see that the circle will pass through to this point and through to this point. And you create it. It is an arc or might be a circle. That's not a problem, right? But you're gonna touch this point and you're gonna touch this point. All right. This is for the exercise number 1. All right, for exercise number 1. Remember, if you have this arc like this and you have a line here, you want to place a circle in here, touching this and this. The first thing is reproduce this line, right, at the radio you want to create. Second thing, the radio for this big one minus the radio you want to create here. When you get the answer from the point that you drew the first big one, you subtract the value of the radio you wanted and then put the compass in here and you mark this point. All right? From this point, you open the compass at the radio for the circle you want to draw, and you're going to touch this line, and it's also going to touch this other line. Right? That is going to, this is the technique in order to draw a circle touching another circle and touching another line using a simple sketch demonstration. It is a tutorial, right? Is that a tutorial for you to have a little guideline or how to get through to the exercise? Let's look at the example number 2. If the circle, right, is tangent to the other circle, but the circle is outside to the other circle. The two circles outside. This is the cases, right? One circle right here, and the other circle is touching, right, outside. One circle touching outside to the other one. Right? You want to draw a circle touching one this, right? But in this particular case that we have here, look at the other one was like this, one circle, right, inside to the other one. See, one circle inside to the other, one circle inside to the other. This example is circle outside, circle outside. When the circle are inside, automatically you subtract the big one, big radius, minus the radio you wanted, right? When the circle is outside with line or anything, you add the big radio that you have plus the small radio you want to draw. That is the form. When the circle is going to be tangent outside to the other one. Right? Let's look at these and the drawing, and then we come back to the sketch. The situation here is on a circle, right? Radius, for instance, 45, for instance, radius 45 for this circle. And a line, you have a line can be intersecting the circle. Probably the line can be below to the circle, all right? Or probably the line is tangent to the circle, no matter, right? There's a 3 different conditions for these. Here, probably this is the circle. Probably the line will go passing to the circle, or probably you have a circle and line is below to the circle, or probably you have a circle and line is tangent, line is touching the circle. No matter the condition, all right? Whatever one of the 3 cases, you want to draw a circle touching this line, right, and touching this other line. All right, you want a circle touching this line and touching this other line. No matter the cases, you want circle touching this line and circle touching this other line. In all the 3 cases, you're going to add, you're gonna consider these are radio of this, right? Plus radio of the circle that you want. Radio of this plus this radio of the circle you want. Radio of this plus the circle of the radio that you want. All right, this is in all of the three cases, same thing, just add, addition to it. Let's go on back to the example on the book, explaining this. If you want to put a tangent line from here to here, right? Tangent line from here to here, tangent to this line, tangent to this other circle, and in this case, we want an arc or we want circle. What we do is, first thing we do, if the line A, B, we have to reproduce them, same than the other technique. Reproduce this line at the radius of the circle that you want to create. If the radius of the circle you want to create is a 15, you reproduce this line 15 millimeter high. Using the compass of 15, you create this arc, and use the same 15, create this other arc. Use the rule, join the two arcs here, and the line going to be a 15 millimeter parallel respect to the line AB. Then to get this point here, O, we need to, because the circle is outside to the other circle, we need to use a plus. We say the big circle that we have, radius 45, for instance, we add the circle that we want, radius 15. We say 45 plus 15 is equal to 60. From the center of the circle radius 45, you open the compass at 60, and then the compass will intersect this line here. This is the point where we're going to place the compass to draw this circle radius 15. All right, let's look at the demonstration here back on this here now. Right, let me undo some of these cases here. Right. Okay. All right. Let's try to see. Say for instance, you have an arc like this, right? And this arc as a line pass through here. You want to place a circle here, radius 15. You drew this arc from this point. This is where you put the compass, a radius 45 to draw this arc. Right? Now, the first thing, we need to reproduce this line at the radius of the circle we want here. The radius that we want here is a 15, right? We need here radius 15. We need a radius 15 for the circle that we're going to place in here, radius 15. But we need to know where the compass is going to be to touch this line and touch this other, right? Let's go there. First thing, reproduce this line at the radius 15. At the same value of the radius 15. Open the compass 15 millimeter, just create an arc here, and CM15 standing here, create an CM arc here. Use a rule and join this line to the top of the one. Let's put it like this, no matter if it's inclined, right? When you have this, you add 15, that is a radius 1 here, plus 45. Is equal to 60. Meaning just open the compass at 60 millimeter, place the compass at this same way you drew the first arc, and then it's gonna cut the line here like this. From here, right? From here, it's going to go and do this. This is the point. This point here now is where we're gonna open the compass at the required radius, that in this case are 15, and the compass will draw the circle or the arc touching this arc, this circle here, and touching this line here. Tangent to this and tangent to this. If it's a circle, you draw the whole circle. If it's an arc, you draw the arc. In technical drawing, most of the time we are looking for arc, because what we are looking is just to erase this, because we are looking to erase this section here and erase this section here to create this particular shape. That is this is what we are looking in technical drawing. Create those type of curve like this. This is the technique for the example number 2. Let's look at example number 3. This right here, if you have a 2 circle, right? You have 2 circle, 1 circle tangent to the other circle. This is circle 1, this is circle 2, right? And you want to place another circle tangent to the 2 circle, right? This is when a circle tangent to other 2 circles, right? They might be intersected, might be separate, right? No problem. But the rule here is the circle that we want to create is tangent outside to the other 2 circles, not inside, just outside to the other 2 circles. When this thing happens, we need to add the radius of the circle 1 plus the radius of the circle that we want to get the first arc. Radius of the second circle given plus the radius of the circle that you want to get the second arc. The intersection of the 2 arcs will be the center to place the compass to the radius of the required smaller circle tangent to both of them. All right, let's look at a demonstration by sketch. All right, sketch demonstration for this. Say we have 1 circle and we have another circle. Right? We have another circle. They might be like this, or they might be touching, 1 circle touching. The idea is to place a circle in here, right? Tangent to this one and tangent to this other, right? There's a circle here, tangent to this and tangent to this other one, because we want only the intersection of this. When you're done, we want to use the eraser and erase this, right? And erase this, because these are the line that we want to create. This is the shape we want to create. All right, let's undo it to look at the technique. All right. Technique is it? Say, for instance, that radius for this one, radius for this. All right, let's give you 2 different radius. Say, for instance, radius for this is 50. And let's say the radius for this, let's call it 45. The circle that one here is radius 90. Let's give you a smaller number, radius 60. Right? Say we want radius 60 to place it on here now. Right? We want radius 60 in here now. What we do in this case, we add the radius of this circle plus the radius of this one. This is 60 plus 50, 110. We open the compass 110, right? Open the compass 110 from this point here. The compass will go around and the compass will create this arc, right? Now for the other arc, we open the compass, radius plus radius. So 60 plus 45, 105. We open the compass 105, the compass will go somewhere like this, and the compass will create this. This point that we have here is the point that we need to open the compass at the radius that we want. Radius 60, open the compass at 60 millimeter, and the compass will be able to create a circle touching this one, right? And touching this other one, right? You're gonna create a circle. You can complete the circle when you're doing your exercise and create a circle like this, right? If you want it below, CM10 below, you say CM10 below. 100, 60, 50, 110, right? Compass from here, it create a one. 45 plus 60, 105. From here, the compass will do this one. Right, stand the compass in here, and it's going to create the other circle inside here, touching this and touching this other one. It's gonna create the other circle here. Right, when you're done, the idea in technical drawing is to remove this section, remove this section, remove this section, remove this section here, and probably we want also to remove this section here and remove this section here, right? And we want a curved line here and curved line here, right? That is the example when this example is when the circle are outside to the other circle, and you want one circle to be tangent to the two of them, right? And you want a circle to be tangent to the two of them, right? The other example is when let's look at the guideline first. In order, the other example is right here. This one here, is it? These are the circle. One second. These are one circle. Follow these this way, and look at the other circle. Is this circle will be inside to the other circle. This circle here, circle AB, is inside to the circle BC. And you want to draw a circle touching the two of them. For this particular case, because following the rule that we just previously explained, this circle here is tangent to this circle required by the outside. For this particular case here, we say the radius of this one plus the radius of the circle that we want. And we create this arc here, the arc DE. See the arc DE is adding the circle, the radius for this circle, plus the radius of this one, that is outside. Now, in order to get the other arc, FG, to intersect this one, we have to look that this circle that we want to draw is inside to the circle given. In this particular case, because the circle is inside to the other one, as we explained in here, when the circle is inside, we have to say minus. This circle here is outside to this one, we say here plus, because it's outside. Circle outside to the other circle, plus. Circle inside to the other circle, minus. Right? In this particular case, we subtract the radius of this one here minus the radius of the circle that we want. And the two intersection R will give you the center for the radius that we want. Let's use the same value for the other circle that we did a while ago, right? We're gonna create a circle like this. We create another circle like this, and we're gonna put a smaller circle touching the two of them, right? We're gonna improvise some measurement. The handle has measurement in there. When you go to the practical class, just follow the instruction, the measurement that is on the handle, and you don't need to improvise no measurement at all. But here is just a guideline for you to understand the technique of how to get through to the particular exercise. All right, let's look at it. Say, for instance, that we have, let me draw a big circle here. All right, we have this circle, right? And we have another circle, this one here. And we have another circle. Right, intersecting this one here. Right, another circle intersecting this one here. You can see in here, right, one circle intersecting the other, 1 and 2 in this case here. We want to place, right? We want to place a circle, for instance. Let me put it in blue color. You want to place a circle here, tangent to this one, right? And tangent to this other one. That's a case number 1. Tangent to here and tangent to this one here. Or you want to place a circle, and here, let me use a green one. Or you want to place a circle here, tangent to this, and tangent to this. All right? All right? That's a many situation here. Let's look at the blue one first, and then we're gonna look at the green one, this particular case. All right. Say for instance that the radius for this one, right? Radius for this, say radius for this is 80. I'll give you this radius 80 for this. And say a radius for this one from the center of this. You get a radius for this. You get a radius 100, call it 100. All right. And the radius that we want for the blue one, say you want to place a radius here, they call this minus. Radius, you want a radius 40. Right? You want a radius 40 for this. R40. Applying the rule that we just learned a while ago, for us to find the point, the intersection for this one, we need to say, because the blue circle is outside to this one, we have to say the radius for this plus the radius of this one. We say 80, that is the radius of this one, plus 40, right? And we get a 120. 80 plus 40, we get a 120. When we do 80 plus 40, 120, what will be happen? Let me use a black color here. The arc, you open the compass, 80 plus 40, 120. You put the compass in here, 120, and the compass will create an arc like this. The compass will create an arc like this, a 120. From here to here is 80, plus 40 here is 120, right? Now, to find the other point, the intersection of these, because this circle, blue one, is inside to this other one, you have to say minus. When it's outside, you use plus. When it's inside, you use minus. All right, you say 100, that is the radius for this circle, minus the radius for this is 40. 100 minus 40 is equal to 60. When you open the compass at 60, you stand the compass in the center of the second circle, and the compass will pass through to this one. The compass will create this arc, right? The compass will do this arc. That's 60 millimeter from here to here, right? Or 120 millimeter from here to here. Where you get this intersection at the 2 point is where you're going to open the compass at radius 40 to draw this circle in there. To draw this circle, the circle will be tangent to this one, and the circle will be tangent to this other one here. All right, the circle will be tangent to this point here. Or you can complete the circle or just create the arc alone. It's up to you. All right? One more time. The green one, say that the circle, the radius for the green one, say the radius for the green one, for instance, is 25. Radius for the green one, 25. What we do in this case, we said now, for us to place this green one tangent to this red one, the green one is inside to this red one, right? The green one is inside to this red one. In this case, because it's inside, we say minus, right? We say minus. We say the radius for this 80. Radius for this 80 minus 25, that is 55. Say 80 minus 20 equals 60, minus 5, 55. We open the compass at 55, right? Open the compass at 55 from the center of this circle, the compass will create this arc, right? The compass will create this arc. Now, right, that is tangent to this one. Now, the circle is tangent also to this other circle. Is it? Tangent to this other circle here now. This green circle also is inside of this other circle. It's inside to this one, right? It's inside to this one. Because it remains inside, we also have to say minus because it's inside also, right? We have to say radius for this 100, right? Radius for this 100 minus 25. 100 minus 20 is 80, minus 5, 75. It means we need to open the compass from this point, right? 75 millimeter, and the compass will create this arc. Compass will create this arc, giving you this intersection point. This intersection point between the two arcs is where we're going to place the compass at radius 25, to create this green, this green circle, right? This green circle, you're going to create it when you do this, right? The rule is, make sure, remember the rule, when the circle is inside, like this green one is inside to this one, you say 100 minus radius, the 125. Because the circle green one is also inside to the 81, you say 80 minus 25, right? Because it's inside here. This one here, the first case, the circle, the black circle is outside to this one. It's outside to this circle. In this case, you say the radius for this 80 plus the radius for this 40. Now the circle here is inside to this other one. You say radius of this one minus the radius of the black one because it is inside. And like this, you create the particular exercise. All right, let's go back to the handout. So this is the situation we have here now. We explain that one here now. And the last one here is how to draw a line to be tangent, right? Line tangent to a circle. That is more simple. I draw a tangent line to a respect circle, right? Well, we have the circle, right? We have the circle. You have to know at what particular point you want the straight line to be tangent to the circle. It is say at 0 degree, it say at 30 degree, at 45 degree, at 90 degree, at 180, at 270. When you know that information, the first thing you have to do is draw straight line from the center of the circle, passing through to the particular point where you want the line to be tangent. And then from the point that you want the line to be tangent, you need to create an arc. Create an arc in order to, from the end intersection of this arc, from here, you create an arc here, and from this point, you create another arc. Then when you join the two intersection arc through the point given, you're going to have the line tangent to the required circle. All right, let's look at it. Say, for instance, that you have this circle. You have this circle. And you want the line to be tangent to this circle at 45 degrees. 45 degrees approximately here. You're going to use, all right, the square, and you're going to find where is 45 degrees in this circle. You want the line to be tangent to this point. This is the center of the circle. The first thing we do, we draw a straight line passing through to the particular point we want the line to be tangent. Then we're gonna create a compass at any convenient distance, and we're going to create this arc. All right? From this particular point, we're gonna open a compass at greater distance, and we're gonna create this arc. Then from this other point, we're going to create this other arc. We're gonna use a rule. And you're going to join this point to this one here. All right, and it's gonna make it line will be tangent to this one here. All right, this line will be tangent to this other line. You guys continue drawing this line, all right? Look at this line now going to be tangent to this other line. The principle is just that. Find, it's say a 180 degree, it's right here. If you say a 270, if you say a 90, whatever angle, you use a square or use a protractor to locate the angle. And then just draw a line passing through to the particular point you want. From the compass, more distant, create this arc. Then from this point, you bisect here, intersect it. So this, you do this. Then use a straight line and join, make it pass through here and make it pass through here. This line gonna be tangent to this at this particular point. All right, this is will be at this particular point. These are the instruction for these lesson. all right, that we're going to be doing on the practical class. All right, I'm going to stop these instruction, and then I'm going to create a second video in how to demonstrate how to do these exercise. All right. All right. That is for this a practical class. We're going to be practicing all of these. I'm gonna post another video demonstrating how to do these 4 exercises. All right, for you to have an idea what's going to be done on the practical class. All right, that is it. Okay, that is it. See you on the practical class. I hope this video help you a lot to get through to the exercise. Remember to give a like to the video, to make sure to unsubscribe to the channel in order for you to get other video that I will be posting during the whole semester class. All right, bye-bye.